My name's Sydnie Christmas.
Is it?
Sydnie
Yeah.
Christmas.
That's an unbelievable name. I love that.
It's terrible, isn't it?
It's not.
My middle name's worse.
What is it?
Mary.
No.
The moment Sydnie Christmas stepped onto the Britain's Got Talent stage in 2024, no one could have predicted the roller coaster journey that would follow. With dreams as big as her voice and determination that would be tested time and again, Sydnie's story is one of resilience, redemption, and the pursuit of a dream that refused to die. After 10 years of trying to make it in the West End and feeling like nothing was happening, I was very close to giving it all up. Sydnie confessed in a candid moment, but I couldn't. It means everything to me. These words would prove prophetic as she stood before the BGT judges, her heart racing and her future hanging in the balance. The path to that audition wasn't just about singing, it was about survival. While pursuing her dreams, Sydnie worked tirelessly at a local gym, balancing early morning shifts with vocal training and auditions. Every pound earned went towards keeping her dream alive, even as doubt and exhaustion threatened to overwhelm her.
That I heard of once in a lullaby.
When Sydnie opened her mouth to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, the atmosphere in the theater shifted. The judges leaned forward, the audience fell silent, and for those precious moments, time stood still. Her powerhouse voice, shaped by years of determination and countless rejections, filled every corner of the room. Amanda Holden, moved beyond words, reached for the golden buzzer, sending golden confetti raining down on a tearful Sydnie. But this fairy tale moment would soon face its first test. As Sydnie's audition went viral, so did the controversy. Social media buzzed with accusations about her background in Starlight Express, with critics claiming she had already been a West End star. "People just don't know the facts," Sydnie explained, her voice tinged with frustration. "I worked in London, yes, but I hadn't performed on the West End. That was my dream." The backlash was brutal and unexpected. Even on the streets, she faced confrontations from people who believed the false narratives. Older women would come up to me saying they didn't agree with me being on the show. Sydnie revealed, it was all based on lies, but trying to correct them only made them angrier. The reality was far different from the rumors. Sydnie's connection to Starlight Express began in college when she fell in love with the show during its UK tour. Her passion led her to perform in the German production for 4 years. A remarkable achievement, but far from the West End success her critics claimed she had already achieved. Upon returning to the UK, she actually auditioned for the British production but didn't get the part, a rejection that would ultimately lead her to Britain's Got Talent. Instead of letting the negativity defeat her, Sydnie chose to channel it into her performances. "I built up a layer of shield," she explained. "I met some amazing people, and I did my best." This resilience would prove crucial as she progressed through the competition, delivering spellbinding performances of My Way and Tomorrow that left both judges and audience in awe. Simon Cowell's 11 out of 10 rating and Amanda Holden's description of her as spellbinding spoke volumes about her talent, but it was Sydnie's authenticity and determination that truly won hearts. Despite the controversy, or perhaps because of it, she remained focused on her goal to sing, tell stories, and make people happy. Victory on Britain's Got Talent brought more than just validation. It brought opportunity. The £250,000 prize money appeared in her account one morning, leading to a surprise screenshot sent to her family. True to her character, Sydnie's first purchase was modest, a pair of Apple headphones she'd long wanted but couldn't afford. The rest, she decided, would be saved for the future, with a portion set aside for continued vocal training. Perhaps the most poignant moment came when her manager messaged her about leaving her gym job. "My manager messaged me the other day and said, 'Sydnie, I think it's time to take you off the rotor,'" she shared. Despite the celebration emojis, Sydnie felt a bittersweet twinge. "I was like, don't celebrate, that's heartbreaking," she admitted, acknowledging the end of a chapter that had helped sustain her dreams. In a beautiful twist of fate, Sydnie's journey came full circle with her own version of Starlight Express. After posting a video of herself performing the song with her boyfriend Max Rizzo, none other than Andrew Lloyd Webber himself gave permission for her to record her own version. This personal triumph became even more meaningful as she dedicated it to Mick Fry, the original skate coach for Starlight Express, who had passed away. "Meek taught thousands of us to skate and saw the light in us all," Sydnie shared. "This is for you, sir." After winning Britain's Got Talent, Sydnie Christmas is embarking on two major milestones in her career. First, she's releasing her debut album titled My Way on September 20th, 2024. In an ambitious move, she's planning to record the entire album in just one day at a studio in Prague, showing both her confidence in her abilities and the time pressure she's under to get the album ready for her tour. Speaking of the tour, it's a significant achievement for someone who was recently working early shifts at a gym. Starting October 5th at the Glass House International Center for Music in Gateshead, she'll perform at 14 different prestigious venues across the UK. The tour will take her through major cities including London and Liverpool, reaching fans across the country. The pinnacle of this tour schedule is her appearance at the Royal Variety Performance in November, a prestigious honor that comes with winning Britain's Got Talent. This packed schedule represents a complete transformation in Sydnie's life, from early morning gym shifts to headlining major venues. Despite the demanding nature of this schedule, she's approaching it with enthusiasm and gratitude, embracing her newfound success. Sydnie's charm and authenticity have made her a natural fit for media appearances, from heartwarming interviews on Lorraine, where she was joined by her proud grandmothers, to engaging conversations on This Morning, Loose Women, and various podcasts. She's used every platform to share her story and connect with fans on a deeper level. Through it all, the triumphs, the tears, the controversies, and the celebrations, Sydnie has maintained the same genuine spirit that first captured the nation's attention. "I have no reason to lie," she said during the height of the controversy. "I want to try my best and go up and up." This simple philosophy, combined with raw talent and determination, has carried her from workout equipment to the West End of her dreams. As Sydnie prepares for her tour and album release, she carries with her the lessons of her journey. The girl who once couldn't afford Apple headphones is now headlining major venues. The gym worker who squeezed in vocal practice between shifts is now recording albums in Prague. But perhaps most importantly, the dreamer who refused to give up is now living proof that persistence, talent, and authenticity can overcome any obstacle. For aspiring performers facing their own struggles, Sydnie's story offers hope and inspiration. It's a reminder that the path to success isn't always straight, that critics don't define your worth, and that sometimes the biggest dreams take the longest to achieve. As she looks forward to sharing her music with fans across the country, Sydnie Christmas stands as a power of believing in yourself, even when others doubt you. Her journey from BGT contestant to celebrated performer isn't just a success story. It's a blueprint for anyone daring to chase their dreams against all odds. The little girl who fell in love with Starlight Express in college is now creating her own light, illuminating the path for others to follow. And as she prepares to take the stage on her first tour, one thing is certain: Sydnie Christmas's star is only beginning to rise. The best part? She's doing it all her way.
Voice is this. I'm not a fancy person. I take out the trash, I wipe off the tables, I sweep the floors. I'm just having fun and I'm trying to make people happy. The kids would hear me sing and they tell me, that I've got talent. That's why I'm here. That's why I got on a plane.
Richard Goodall's shocking secret just turned everything upside down. Fans thought they knew his story, but a newly uncovered truth about his past performances is sending shockwaves through the AGT community. Was his rise to fame really what it seemed? When Richard first stepped onto the AGT stage, hearts melted across America. His humble smile and unassuming presence instantly won over the crowd. Here was a 56-year-old janitor from Indiana, standing nervously under the bright lights, admitting he'd never even been on a plane before. His worn work boots and simple button-down shirt told the story of a hard-working man who'd spent his life cleaning floors instead of chasing fame. As he gripped the microphone, the perfect rags to riches story seemed to be unfolding. A small-town custodian who'd finally found the courage to share his hidden talent with the world. The judges leaned forward, expecting perhaps a modest performance from this late-in-life dreamer. Even Simon Cowell's usually stern expression had softened with curiosity. But there was so much more to Richard Goodall's story than anyone realized. A recently surfaced video from 2023 shows Richard Goodall performing old-time rock and roll at his local American Legion, and it's nothing short of amazing. The confidence, the stage presence, the perfectly hit notes. This wasn't a novice performer finding his feet. This was a seasoned singer who had been entertaining crowds for years. The truth is, Richard Goodall was already a local star in Terre Haute, Indiana, long before he set foot on the AGT stage. He had been performing at bars, community events, and local venues, building a faithful following in his hometown. His powerful renditions of classic rock songs had made him a familiar face in the local music scene. Far from diminishing Richard's AGT triumph, discovering his history as a local performer makes his victory even more meaningful. This wasn't just a story of sudden luck or an overnight success. It was the culmination of years of dedication and perseverance. Night after night, Richard had stood on small stages across Indiana, singing his heart out in local bars and community venues, keeping his dream alive while still working his day job as a janitor. When he told the AGT judges he'd never flown on a plane, it was absolutely true. His talent had remained a hidden gem in Indiana, like a diamond waiting to be discovered on the national stage. The timing of this revelation becomes even more touching when considering how deeply intertwined Richard's personal life became with AGT. During the most intense week of the competition, the finale week of Season 19, he wasn't just focused on winning, he was also celebrating love. Richard and his wife Angie chose to get married right across from the Pasadena Civic Auditorium, the very place where his dreams would come true. They celebrated their special day at Moonshadows, a legendary restaurant perched over the Malibu coastline. Now, that restaurant has been tragically lost to the Pacific Palisades fire, adding a bittersweet note to their memories. It's as if their wedding celebration, sandwiched between AGT performances, marked not just their union, but the transition between Richard's life as a local Indiana performer and his emergence as a national star. Now, as Season 20 auditions face their own challenges due to the Eaton fire, with the Pasadena venue serving as an emergency evacuation center, Richard's story takes on new meaning. His journey from local performer to national sensation shows that sometimes the longest roads lead to the biggest triumphs. But the bombshells don't stop there. Richard has just announced he's working on original music, moving beyond the classic rock covers that made him famous. He's hinted at potential collaborations with major artists like Michael Bublé and Foreigner, proving that his AGT win was just the beginning. The next chapter of Richard Goodall's story is proving to be just as captivating as his journey to AGT victory. He's not content to rest on his laurels or simply repeat the classic rock covers that first brought him fame. Instead, he's pushing into new territory, announcing his venture into original music, a bold step that shows his artistic ambitions reach far beyond winning a talent show. His hints at potential collaborations with music legends like Michael Bublé and Foreigner suggest he's aiming for even greater heights, transforming from a cover artist into a legitimate recording star in his own right. The change in his daily life is equally dramatic. The same man who once moved quietly through his Indiana hometown now can't make a simple trip to Walmart without being stopped repeatedly by admirers. His calendar, once filled with local gigs and janitorial duties, now overflows with cross-country performances. For someone who had never boarded a plane before AGT, he's now becoming a seasoned traveler, bringing his music to audiences across America. Between shows, he's diligently working with a local band, maintaining his vocal prowess, and laying the groundwork for what could be the most significant phase of his career yet. What makes this evolution especially meaningful is understanding the foundation it's built upon. The revelation of Richard's years as a local performer adds crucial context to his success. This wasn't just a fluke or a case of natural talent suddenly emerging, it was the culmination of countless performances in small venues across Indiana, every night spent singing in dimly lit bars. Every performance at community halls, every song choice, and every audience reaction helped shape him into the performer he is today. All those years of experience meant that when he finally took the AGT stage, he wasn't just another hopeful contestant. He was a seasoned performer ready for his moment in the national spotlight. Now, with his past revealed, Richard's future seems brighter than ever. While he keeps the details of his upcoming projects close to his chest, his schedule has become a whirlwind of performances and appearances. His fan base grows daily, extending far beyond the local crowds who once watched him perform between his shifts as a janitor. The man who used to clean floors by day and sing by night has become living proof that life's biggest surprises often come from unexpected places. His story reminds us that sometimes the most extraordinary journeys don't happen overnight. They're built one small-town performance at a time. As Season 20 of America's Got Talent approaches, Richard's message to future contestants remains clear: the sky's the limit. At 56, he became the oldest winner in AGT history, proving that dreams don't have an expiration date. His story shows that success isn't always about overnight sensations or sudden discoveries. Sometimes it's about years of preparation, meeting the perfect moment of opportunity. The truth about Richard Goodall's performing past doesn't change his essence, it enhances it. His journey now stands even taller, stretching from intimate Indiana venues all the way to sharing the stage with Journey on national television. Each step of his path tells a deeper story, from belting out cover songs in local bars to crafting his own music, from being a hometown favorite to becoming America's beloved singing janitor. His tale reminds us that life's most beautiful surprises often take years to unfold, built moment by moment, song by song. When Richard first stepped onto the AGT stage, we thought we were watching a novice find his voice. Instead, we were witnessing the culmination of years of dedication finally reaching its peak. He's proven to be more than just a heartwarming success story. He's become a powerful symbol of perseverance. His revelation isn't a scandal. It's an inspiration that shows dreams don't have deadlines. At 56, he didn't just win a competition. He showed the world that sometimes the longest journeys lead to the sweetest victories. And that's the kind of revelation that makes everyone want to keep believing in their own dreams. Prince Louis exposes the truth about Queen Camilla. His shocking moment at Westminster Abbey has everyone asking, are royal family tensions worse than we thought? You won't believe what this candid exchange reveals about life behind palace walls. Born into the spotlight on April 23, 2018, at London's prestigious St. Mary's Hospital, Prince Louis Arthur Charles made his entrance into the world with all the fanfare befitting a royal birth. As the third child of Prince William and Princess Catherine, he completed their family picture perfectly. From his very first public appearances, it was clear that Louis was destined to be different. Unlike his more reserved siblings, George and Charlotte, Louis showed an uninhibited spirit that would both charm and occasionally challenge the strict protocols of royal life. His personality burst onto the scene during the 2019 Trooping the Color, where his animated expressions and enthusiastic waves from the Buckingham Palace balcony captured hearts worldwide. The Wales family maintains a careful balance between their royal obligations and creating a normal childhood for their children. They divide their time between London's Kensington Palace and their more private country residences, allowing Louis and his siblings to experience both worlds. Princess Catherine's parenting style has earned particular recognition for its hands-on approach. she actively participates in everyday activities with her children, from baking cookies in their kitchen to tending gardens and playing outdoors. These simple yet meaningful activities help ground the children despite their unique position in British society. This deliberate approach to parenting helps create as normal an upbringing as possible within the constraints of royal life, allowing the children to develop naturally while gradually understanding their roles and responsibilities within the monarchy. Lewis's educational journey began at Wilcox Nursery School in 2021, a milestone captured in touching photographs showing his characteristic grin and obvious excitement. The images of him with his tiny backpack, ready to take on this new adventure, resonated with parents worldwide. A significant change came with the family's move to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor, leading to Louis joining his siblings at the prestigious Lambrook School in Berkshire. This transition marked a new chapter in the young prince's life, offering him both academic opportunities and a chance to develop away from the constant London spotlight. Prince Louis's interactions with various family members have caught the keen eye of royal observers. While he shares a warm bond with King Charles and displays natural affection towards his maternal grandparents, Carol and Michael Middleton, his relationship with Queen Camilla has notably different qualities. During public appearances, the contrast is striking. His joyful, playful exchanges with the Middletons stand in sharp relief against the more formal, reserved interactions with his step-grandmother. These dynamics came into focus during the Together at Christmas carol service at Westminster Abbey in December 2023. The event, thoughtfully organized by Princess Catherine, centered around a meaningful kindness tree initiative. Guests were invited to express their gratitude by writing notes to people who had positively impacted their lives. This heartwarming activity created an intimate atmosphere within the historic Abbey's grand setting, and the occasion provided a unique glimpse into the young prince's relationships with different family members. While Louis typically brings his characteristic charm and energy to royal events, observers noted distinct differences in his comfort level and spontaneity when interacting with different members of his extended family. The setting was perfect, Westminster Abbey decorated for Christmas, filled with the warmth of carol singing and the spirit of gratitude. While Prince George and Princess Charlotte approached the kindness tree activity with their characteristic royal poise, it was Louis who would create an unexpected moment of raw honesty. As the evening progressed, Louis's participation in the kindness tree activity initially drew attention for its sweet message to his Middleton grandparents. However, what followed would become the talk of royal circles for months to come. The young prince's natural candidness led to an unscripted exchange about Queen Camilla that caught everyone off guard. While the exact words remained subject to various interpretations, the immediate reactions of family members spoke volumes. Princess Catherine's quick maternal intervention, Prince William's carefully maintained composure, and Queen Camilla's measured response all highlighted the complexity of the moment. To truly grasp this moment's importance, we must look at the historical context shaping the relationship between Prince William and Queen Camilla. Their dynamic has evolved through decades of complex family history, marked by events that have left lasting impressions. While they maintain professional courtesy in public, royal observers have consistently noted the formal nature of their interactions. This underlying history influences the younger generation, even if they don't fully comprehend it. Children possess a remarkable ability to pick up on emotional undercurrents and family dynamics, often reflecting these tensions in unexpected ways. Louis's candid moment at Westminster Abbey may have inadvertently given voice to these subtle but persistent family dynamics. The aftermath of the Westminster Abbey incident triggered widespread discussions about relationships within the royal family. Social media platforms were flooded with various interpretations and analyses, while royal commentators offered their perspectives on the significance of the moment. The public found themselves drawn into a deeper examination of the monarchy's internal dynamics, leading to renewed interest in understanding the complex relationships that exist behind palace walls. For the royal family, managing the fallout required their characteristic blend of dignity and discretion. While no official statements were made, the subsequent public appearances of both Queen Camilla and the Wales family were scrutinized for any signs of tension or reconciliation. This incident raises important questions about modern monarchy and family dynamics. How do royal children navigate their unique position while maintaining authentic emotional expressions? What role does public scrutiny play in shaping family relationships within the monarchy? How does the royal family balance tradition with the natural spontaneity of young children? As Louis continues to grow and develop his understanding of his role within the royal family, moments like these will likely shape his perspective on public life. His natural authenticity, while occasionally creating unexpected situations, represents a more relatable and human face of monarchy. The way Louis and his siblings are being raised reflects a modern approach to royal parenting, one that attempts to balance privilege with normalcy, duty with childhood freedom. This new generation of royals is growing up in an era where authenticity is valued alongside tradition. The Westminster Abbey incident, while brief, offers a fascinating glimpse into the complex dynamics of Britain's royal family. Through the innocent words of a child, we're reminded that even within the grandest institutions, human relationships remain delicate and multifaceted. As Louis grows, his role in the royal family will continue to evolve, shaped by both his distinctive personality and the weight of tradition. His story reminds us that even in the most prestigious families, authentic emotional expression sometimes transcends royal protocol. We want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this revealing moment? How do you think the royal family should balance tradition with allowing children to be children? Share your perspectives in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more fascinating royal family coverage. Check out our next video about other captivating royal family stories.
So I got to a certain point that I always want to get better and better. So with my stand-up and everything, I always want to perfect it. So when I told people I wasn't cussing as much, it was me studying myself, saying I don't want to be like every other comedian and have a cussing word every 2 seconds.
Right.
Chris Tucker went from cracking jokes on small comedy stages to becoming one of Hollywood's biggest stars. His iconic role as Smokey in Friday made him a fan favorite almost instantly. So why didn't he return for next Friday? Was it a matter of money, or was something more personal at play? Chris Tucker finally sets the record straight. Let's uncover the truth.
The Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey.
Oh, Lord.
Before we proceed further, let's start from the beginning. In 1995, Friday became an instant hit in theaters across America. The movie brought audiences a fresh comedy style, with Chris Tucker's performance as Smokey standing out as a fan favorite. His fast-talking, energetic character made people laugh and helped make the movie a classic. But when Next Friday came out in 2000, Tucker wasn't in it. His absence left many fans wondering what happened to the actor who made Smokey such a memorable character. Let's see what his fan r/Blankies post on Reddit. Does a bunch of hits in the mid-90s in short succession, then radio silence after Rush Hour 2 for 6 years, then Rush Hour 3 in 2007, and he's only sporadically been in stuff since. Did some shit go down with him that I'm not aware of? The movie's impact on culture was huge, especially in how it showcased Tucker's natural talent for comedy and his ability to create unforgettable moments on screen.
I can do whatever I want to do. Stop hitting it so hard. Hold up, you fucking up the rotation. Puff, puff, give. Puff, puff, give. Fucking up the rotation. You can get killed with somebody else.
Tucker's story in comedy began in 1990 at the Comedy Act Theater in Atlanta, Georgia. This small theater gave many new comedians their start, and for Tucker, it became the place where he found his true calling. After feeling a strong connection with his first audience and hearing their laughter, Tucker knew he wanted to be a comedian for life. He worked hard every night, developing his unique style of high-energy comedy and quick jokes that would later make him famous. His decision to pursue comedy wasn't an easy one. He even joked about not joining the military because they get up too early. This choice showed how committed he was to making his dream of being a comedian come true.
Sup, man? Motherfucker. Pissed off, man. I am. Motherfucking calling me for Christmas, wanting a Christmas gift and shit. Always want something. So man, why the fuck every time you call, you always want something? Why the fuck we just can't talk? You know I ain't got no money. I told her, I said, I'm broke. Broke as a motherfucker. I'm so broke, if a nigga rob me, he'll just be practicing.
Moving to Los Angeles was Tucker's next big step. He spent 2 years performing at different comedy clubs throughout the city, working to improve his act and get noticed. His breakthrough came in 1992 on HBO's Def Comedy Jam, where his electric performance caught everyone's attention. The show was known for launching comedy careers, and Tucker's appearance opened many doors in Hollywood, leading to his first movie role in House Party 3 in 1994. During this time, Tucker was building connections with other performers and learning the ins and outs of the entertainment industry. His natural talent and hard work were starting to pay off in bigger ways. Getting the role of Smokey in Friday wasn't as smooth as many might think. The casting director, Kim Hart, described his first audition as horrible. Tucker was tired from touring, and he hadn't yet learned how to adapt his comedy style to movie acting. But the filmmakers saw something special in his ability to improvise and create funny moments on the spot. They gave him another chance, which turned out to be the right decision. The movie was made in just 20 days, and Tucker's natural comedy talent helped make Smokey one of the most memorable characters. During filming, he worked alongside Ice Cube and other talented actors, creating a chemistry that would make the movie special.
Craig fucked up. You fucked up.
Inhale, exhale. Roll it up, light it up, smoke it up. Inhale, exhale.
You say this was indo. It smelled like outdo.
Hey, wait a minute, man. I ain't gonna be supplying you. You gonna be talking about my shit.
Oh, shit. Here come. Oh, man. This bud is kicking in.
Don't start tripping, Craig.
But wait, there is more. After Friday's success, Tucker's career took off in a big way. His biggest break came with Rush Hour in 1997, starring alongside Jackie Chan. The movie was a huge hit, making $244 million worldwide. This success led to Tucker signing a $45 million deal for 2 movies with New Line Cinema, making him one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors. He went on to appear in other big movies like Money Talks and The Fifth Element, showing he could do more than just one type of role. These different parts helped Tucker prove he was a versatile actor who could handle action, comedy, and even serious dramatic scenes.
It was so much fun, man, working with Jackie Chan, man. This guy, he's amazing, man. I definitely prepared myself because I knew it was Jackie Chan. I didn't want to, let him down. I worked out, lift weights, ran, the first one, made sure I was in tip-top shape. So whenever he was like, come on, I was ready.
Watch out! Behind you!
But he made it so easy, man, with the martial arts and all, stuff. He was just swinging me around. Basically, was just following him, man. Go this way, kick this way, look this way. Made it look like I knew what I was doing, so it was good.
The main reason Tucker didn't return for next Friday was money. But there was more to the story. While the original Friday only paid its actors around $5,000, Rush Hour offered Tucker $20 million. As his co-star John Witherspoon said, "I wouldn't go back to Friday either." The huge difference in pay made Tucker's choice seem obvious. But beyond the financial reasons, Tucker had gone through personal changes. He had become a committed Christian and wanted to choose roles that matched his new values. He started moving away from explicit humor and looked for different kinds of comedy that still made people laugh without going against his beliefs. This change in his personal life had a big impact on his career choices.
Like, what was that turning point like for you when seemingly the world is at your fingertips and everybody has something to offer you at this point, but you choose to take a strong stance for your faith? Like, what was that transition like for you?
Well, a lot of people don't know. I'm a perfectionist. And when I reach a certain level, I want to go to the next level. So when in Hollywood, with everything I've done, back then, from Def Jam, did it great. And it took me to touring, and then took me to give me opportunity to get in movies and stuff. I did a little small part in House Party 3, and I had about a minute, 2 minutes to do my thing. That got me an agent. And then from there, I started getting co-starring roles. I got Fridays, and then I think I got few other ones, and then rush hours. So I got to a certain point that I always want to get better and better. So with my stand-up and everything, I always want to perfect it.
In the 2000s, Tucker took a break from Hollywood to focus on his personal life. During this time, he faced some serious challenges, including owing $14 million in taxes. This problem wasn't because he was trying to avoid taxes, but because of poor accounting and business management. To address these issues, he returned to stand-up comedy, performing shows across the country. These performances helped him reconnect with audiences and earn money to pay off his debt. He also became more selective about his movie roles, choosing projects that aligned with his personal growth and values. Through all these changes, Tucker kept growing as a performer. His comedy style evolved to reflect his new values,